Okay, so this lesson is about destructuring. The destructuring functionality allows us to extract values from array and objects, and then we can reassign those values in a more convenient way. Let's make a few examples. The easiest example that I can make is about swapping values. For example, we have two variables, variable A, which is 1, and variable A is 1 and variable B is 2. Now I create an array which is A and B, and I assign it to an array which is B and A. So now theoretically, if everything is fine, we have swapped our values, and if we console log A and B, before it would have been 1 and 2, but now it will be 2 and 1. So as you can see, the two values are swapped. Second example, a little more complex. Let's pick an array. For example, I write some cities of Italy. Milan, Rome, Bologna. Okay, so I want to swap the values of Milan and Rome. I can do it using array destructuring. I can create an array, and I insert city at the index of 0. So I'm picking Milan, and city at the index of 2, so Bologna, and then I equal it to city at the index of 2 and city at the index of 0. So the concept is the same as before, but as you can see, we are doing something that is a more real-life scenario. Console.log city, and let's see what it does on the screen. As you can see, we have successfully swapped the two values. Another possibility that we have using destructuring is to assign array elements to variables using it. For example, I define an array of variables, which I call first city, second city, third city, and I compare it to city, to our array. And so now we will see that these variables values are the ones of the array elements. So as you can see, our code has worked, and we assigned successfully the values of the array elements. We can even combine this array destructuring feature with the spread operator. So if we want, we can use the spread operator and assign to our other cities. And since we have 5 cities in our city array, the last one will pick all the other elements, so it will be composed of two values. Okay, let's see another possibility that we have. We can extract values from object. Let's create an object, for example, our city, Milan, that has a latitude, okay, apart that I'm not sure which population has Milan, we have our data here. Now I insert another city. Okay, so Rome has more population, another latitude and longitude, and let's say that in our database we didn't insert the region because we made a mistake. So we don't have a region. We can assign values to objects using the destructuring property. For example, we destructor Milan. So we have latitude, okay, and now let's see what is the result. Okay, let's see what is the result on the screen. Milan is at blah 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 in Lombardia and has 2 million people. Okay, now we can even destructure Rome. Let's say that now is not Milan, but is Rome. Rome is blah 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 in undefined and has 3 million people. As you can see, everything is working fine. We have this undefined because, of course, Rome, as we said, doesn't have a region. So we have tried to access a variable that that Rome doesn't have. Okay, the possibility to solve this problem is that once we are destructuring object, we can define default values. For example, now we could say write value missing instead of undefined. So we can, so to say, fail in a more elegant way. And and as you can see, is still working correctly. The last example I'm going to show you is how to destructure with functions. For example, let's create a function that displays our data of Milan, Rome, or whatever, and then we will call the function, of course. So we call display, and we will pass Milan as parameter, okay? But inside our function, we will use the destructuring functionality. So we will destructor latitude, longitude, population, and region. And then through this destructor, we can simply console log like I did before. Okay, so I settled my display function, then the display function will be called, passing Milan as parameter. And of course, the result is this one. If we pass to our display function, we pass Rome, the result will be different. Of course, we can set default values inside our function display in case we have to deal with some errors. Okay, so we have said everything about destructuring. We have seen that we can destructure an array or we can destructure an object, and the goal is generally to extract values from array or objects and then use it in a more convenient way. If you find this lesson useful, you would love my complete intermediate JavaScript course that you can find on udemy.com. The link to the tutorial is in the description down below. Thank you very much.